Hi, it's Sarah here from Crafting and Stamping, and I'm here with another quick tip. So today it's about how to create a dinky little bow, and for it I'm going to be using a fork. Now usually when I make a bow I do what I call a bunny ears bow, and I end up with a bow pretty much like this. But by using a fork, and the bigger the fork the bigger the bow, using a fork I end up with a dinky little bow, a very neat one like this. So I'm going to show you how to actually wrap this around the fork to do this. And you want a length of ribbon. This is around about 25 centimetres. So I'll check what that is. It's probably around about 9 inches. So, and what I'm going to do is just double that over with a short end over here and a longer end behind. And what we do is we take that long end behind and we feed that through the middle of the middle gap in our fork. And you just want to make sure that that's kept quite nice and neat. I'm going to show two different ways of actually tying the bow off. So what I'm going to do now is pass this up and over the centre like that, keeping it nice and neat here. And I'm keeping this one loose because what we're going to do is use this loop here to tie off our bow. I'm going to show you a different way in a minute, but one way is that you pass that through like that, and then we start to tighten. So, and you're going to need to just pull these ends. This one's going to say pretty stationary, so you're pulling mainly on this one. So you pull on that one and then you slide that off. You do get a bit of wastage on this, but if you start with a shorter length of ribbon, it's very fiddly to do on the fork. So it's best to start with a longer length of ribbon. So I'm going to do the second one a slightly different way. We start in the same way. We're going to pass through the centre like that and go up and over the top and down through the centre gap in the tines. But this time we're going to actually tie this, and what I like to do is keep the one that's coming down from the top over the top and through the centre. And this is where you do need to just pull those and start to pull down on the bow. So if I pull it down and then out, and again you'll see, and that's how you can get a dinky little bow. I personally prefer the one where I pass that up through the loop, but you can see the sort of finished versions you can get, and then you simply take scissors and you can either snip like that, kind of in a straight line upwards, or if you prefer you can snip a V into the ribbon. Now I prefer to use a pretty thin sheer ribbon for these little bows, or a very narrow ribbon. And let's just snip that again. I've not done that very well. There we are. So that you get the two different little bows, and that's quite different from the bunny ears bow that I've got here. You can see it's a lot tighter, and that's great for just putting a little decoration on a card. So I hope that helps. Please subscribe to my channel for future quick tips, and I'll be back again next week.